Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Today we have a dump truck.
Yeah, it's a big old dumpy.
Big 388. Is that what this thing is?
So what's the deal with this? It's a short hood 389 because I guess, I don't know, maybe someone in the comments can, the short hoods are 388s. But like, they're not 388s, they're short hood 389s?
Here's the thing, Brian. I've asked you repeatedly not to point out the things I don't know as a Peterbilt dealer.
You don't know that either?
My recollection is that the 388s have more of a slope.
That has more of a slope, but that's got the slope hood.
No, it doesn't. No, that's a short hood 389. So,
okay, we're gonna flip the camera around.
Supposedly,
it's sloped. That hood is sloped.
It's sloped.
Yes.
It's sloped, just not as much as the 388 is.
They're more.
Supposedly, I don't know. This is what I was told. I've never confirmed.
We never looked at it. We're like 389. We work on 389s and this 389s. And
in my entire career, I've specialized in selling OTR application, which is over the road. For anybody who doesn't know, this is a vocational application. So that's vocational covers basically anything construction and all that. Now, which I know a little bit about. I've sold some vocational trucks. They're
garbage trucks, all kinds of trucks. Trucks that do things other than over the road.
Particularly, I've sold a lot of dump trucks, but I don't want to speak so certainly that I get called out in the comments.
Me and Shock were talking about it in the shop the other day. We're like, is it 388 or is it short hood 389? Like, what's the technical? What is it? Whatever.
You can buy both. You can buy a short hood 389 or you can buy a 388. My understanding is that a 388 has a larger slope to it and therefore a slightly shorter hood.
Okay. We're going to go right away. We flip this camera around right at the door. We're going to see what the door says.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna open up this door here. What's it saying there, Tommy?
It says model number 389 right there.
So it's 389.
This is a 389 short hood.
Okay.
Supposedly.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs a lot. Look at that. 20,570 pounds.
Nice.
That's a heavy truck.
Yeah, it is. All right, so it's a short hood 389, but you can see the hood has a little bit more of a slope than a regular 389 does. And then back here in the back, you'll see kind of where the hood ends. The long hood 389's basically got about another 6 inches of hood going from here over that way. But, well, here, our truck's right here. So see the hood on this one? Less of a slope, and it's about a few inches longer. So you see how your panel is right there, and it comes out past this bracket and goes back, and then on this truck it just ends right at the fender bracket on the back like that. All right, we got that out of the way, Tommy. We got that out of the way. Tommy got sidetracked. Are you leaving?
No, I was just curious if this one said extended hood on it.
Does it?
I didn't know if like maybe extended hood was part of like a model designation, and that's actually a 389 and this is a 389 extended hood. That was a theory, but it didn't prove true.
Okay.
It just says 389.
So it's a 389. You just have to, well, you can obviously visually quickly tell it's a short hood. Anyhow, this is a brand new dump truck. It's got ox bodies on it, painted to match white. And we basically swapped all the lights out in this thing to clears. We added some chrome doodads here and there and made her look real nice. So we got our, those are the Phoenix light panels down there, our light panel. And you got the door trim and the stainless window chops. We did a visor. We did a 12 gauge 20-inch bumper with the single tag mount on the front, and the Peterbilt logo.
Fender guards.
Rock guards, fender guards. You can also use them to, like, you know, fix your hair and whatnot. So
I don't have any hair anymore.
Multiple purpose piece of shiny stainless hair. You brush your teeth and fix your hair in the morning, that thing.
But where did you wake up from, though? There's no sleeper on this.
No, it wasn't a very comfortable night of sleep at all. So up here on the cab, we changed the cab lights to clear. We added the 2 horns in the center. So it's got the factory horns on the outside, which are the 7-inch, or like, I think it's like a 7 1/4 round. And then we did the 6 1/2 or 6 1/4 or something like that. Horns we added right there in the center of it, which looks pretty cool. It's a little bit different than you normally see, and it looks pretty nice. Then you'll see we got the bug shield wind deflector thing, and they look pretty sharp. I noticed with dump trucks. So dump trucks always have a style to them. They're always, like, you know, the majority of them, lots of chrome. I see a lot of dump trucks with the little bug deflector there. Just kind of a thing you see on a lot of dump trucks. It's got front and rear breather lights from Phoenix on it also, this thing does. And I don't know, overall, it's just a sharp truck.
I think it turned out really well. So all the lights originally from aux were amber lenses, and we converted those over to clear for the customer. So all lenses on the truck now match.
Oh, we also did I forgot we put the trim on the windshield too. So we did the stainless trim on the windshield.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of walking around back here. So this guy that's got this dump truck is going to Colorado. And I think he hauls a bunch of asphalt from kind of talking to him. There's a lot of asphalt hauling that the guy does.
You're saying the lip of this bed is not going to be white very long?
No, it's going to change color. Probably on his first day at the job. With asphalt, for sure. Back here, it's got the pintle hitch. And this dude's pretty heavy duty right here that they done. Or it bolts on. And I guess this is built for a pusher, but since it's an asphalt truck, but I thought that the pushers were usually a big flat surface, so maybe this isn't for really pushing. I'm not sure, because I've never really dealt with dump trucks much.
Negative. That is not meant for pushing.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, it probably isn't.
It's got Chalmers. It is a triaxle.
And what suspension is that?
It is Chalmers suspension.
Chalmers.
Yep.
Thing's pretty serious in the center there.
Very, very beefy.
We're literally making a video, and we kind of like, we don't know a heck of a lot, because I don't ever mess with any of this stuff. But that's pretty beefy setup. And it's disc brakes. Is it disc brakes? I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know. I didn't look.
Oh, she's drum brakes. Drum brakes in the rear. What's the front?
Let's have a look-see.
Disc in the front, drums in the rear.
Disc brakes in the front.
Flip up the hood. We got a Cummins in here. It's an automatic, which we'll jump in a minute. Hey, we should definitely drive this. You don't get to drive dump trucks very often.
No, we don't get to drive dump trucks very often, and even more so, I don't get to drive an Allison transmission, like, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allisons are pretty neat. They're really hard to get a hold of in the aftermarket, and we very rarely sell them on the new side. So
right.
Yeah, it's typically all heavy duty applications that we're selling these Allisons on.
So it's got a Cummins. I believe this is a 500 1850. It is 500 horse 1850. Big old, was that 20K front suspension then?
It's a 20,000 pound front axle.
Pretty sweet. So yeah, you got anything we can go load up, Tommy? I mean, I feel like we got a dump truck, but you put something in it.
I mean, we can fit your truck in this thing all day, every day. Yeah.
I mean,
what we could do is just put your truck in this to go to the truck show, and then when we get there, we just dump it out.
You know, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
It's totally gonna work.
All right, we're gonna flip the hood up on this dude, and we're gonna go take it for a spin real quick. I kind of wanna ride around this thing. it seems more fitting that it's parked on gravel. Like a dump truck kind of feels like it needs to be parked off-road when you're looking at it. I mean, you know, just, it looks better parked on the gravel, I think. Anyway, enough rambling. Just gonna jump in here. Not used to having to like climb up.
Climb so high into a cab.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed when I was getting in. I was like, dang, this thing's all the way up there.
Good on my side. So just kind of right away, the thing's got the CB deal already in it from the factory. And Arctic gray interior. You've got an air ride seat, Tommy.
Yes. Oh.
I don't.
Oh.
So my seat is just a static seat, which you have storage underneath, which is nice.
It's like a storage door.
Yeah.
Around the passenger side there.
So you can put stuff under the seat over here. You got your big cup holders, your controls for the bed, and yeah, dang old dump truck.
That's a big old dump truck. You know, whenever I hear this sound, I think about dump trucks. I don't think like, you know, the trucks we build and the like the custom trucks or the OTR application. Like when you hear train horns, like
you think semi,
Yeah.
you think 3 to 9 type deals, you know.
even when I hear actual train horns on trains, I still look around for like trucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. So yeah, but then when I hear this noise, I actually do think about like dump trucks and more, you know, vocational style trucks, because you typically see a lot more dump trucks with those big horns on the top of them than you do like the over the road trucks, and especially like me and you, Bill.
Yep. You know, that might be a fun video. We know a few people. I wonder if we could do a video one day and go to work in a dump truck. You want to talk about something interesting? I mean, I imagine like trying to dump gravel out evenly, like runs. Have you ever watched those guys do it?
They're really good at it.
Right, and like if you go to do it, I feel like if I'm doing it, there's gonna be like piles here and there. You know, it's gonna be.
So I did realize there is a small trick to it, but it still takes a pretty steady foot, right? So they've got these little latches on the gate, right, where you can put a chain on it, and then when they unlatch the gate, the gate will only open about so much.
Yep.
Right, so it'll only let so much gravel through at a time. So it's coming out of the bed evenly. You just got to make sure that once you get it up to coming out, that you're moving at a constant and consistent pace.
Yep.
And that's where it gets a little tricky.
No, and you've got to you got to be picking the bed up, and I imagine if it like the gravel's a little wetter on one day than the other, that completely depends on how that thing's gonna let out and all that stuff. So we're kind of riding down the road here, and I was just thinking about this, Tommy, but this has got the big 425 floats on the front of it.
Yeah, the big ones.
Steer's completely different than the regular, like, what is it, 8.75 steer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about this is a 13 wide tire or something.
Yeah, it's a very much different feel. Although, you know, realistically, it's just, you know, you kind of have to account for, you know, the axle pushing a little bit whenever you turn. It's really not that bad. I mean, turner radius, you don't sacrifice too terrible much.
No.
You can tell, but it really wasn't terrible bad.
I mean, the one thing I noticed whenever I drove them is like if the roads have got a grade to them one direction or the other, the bigger tires tend to kind of want to pull that direction.
Yes.
Because you've got more bite on the road. There's just more contact on the asphalt itself. But you know, there's that. But the other side of things, when you're driving off road, you're going to have a lot better performance in that regard.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be fun. Can we just like pull up to a random construction site and just get out and tell a guy we got a load of gravel for him, and let him scratch their head like, I ain't got no gravel. I didn't order gravel. Like, no, we got it right here. It says we're supposed to deliver it.
I mean, it sounds like fun. The problem is it's like 4:30 right now.
Yeah.
All the construction sites are closed. We're gonna pull up at a construction site and we'll be alone.
You just get over there like, we didn't order gravel. Well, I'm dumping this gravel anyway, just to see the people's reaction, because they're going to be like, no, you're not.
Yeah. Just go over there and just lift the bed up. and then slowly pull out, lift, and put the bed back down and leave.
In a direction they can't see if there's anything coming out of it or not. Watch them start running over. That'd be one of those good, like the TV show Impractical Jokers or something.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
That would be kind of fun. I will say though, for like the 20,000-pound axle and everything else, the truck rides smooth.
It is pretty smooth. This is a smooth riding truck, all things considered.
All right, so heading back to the shop here. Well, I don't know. We made a like 10-mile little run, and everything's good.
Yeah.
You like it?
I like it.
You want to become a dump truck driver now?
Absolutely not.
I do. Hey, throw that in the comments though. Like, we know a few people. We could pull it off. We can definitely like do a day in the life of a dump truck driver.
You know, it would be fun to do.
It's totally different than anything else we normally do.
It is incredibly different from anything else we do.
And it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
It'd be a good time.
We could have like a dump truck dumping competition.
Like who can do the smoothest, like a load of gravels or something like that?
Yeah, who's the best dumper? We could have a little trophy, best dumper.
We're gonna make it a toilet.
Perfect.
A little plastic golden toilet. Best dumper of the year.
That would be great. We need to do that. But yeah, I mean, overall, this thing's pretty sweet. I like it.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. We hope you like this one, and we hope you like the dump truck that we got done.
The Super Dumper 9000.
The Super Dumper 9000. That's what we named it, and that's what we're sticking to.
We've been like working like crazy this whole week because we're leaving in the morning to go to the Mayberry truck show.
We're going to the Mayberry. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mitchell says, rain or shine, definitely come out and check it out anyway. They said
we're going. It's always going to be. It's going to be fun.
It'll be a good time anyway. And on top of that, it's only a small chance of rain on Friday. There's a decent chance of rain on Saturday, but at the same time,
there's a ton of indoor space there.
There's a lot of indoor space. There's I've heard all the food vendors. Everybody's still showing up. So it's a rain or shine event, and we're going.
Yeah. So if you want to come hang out, we'll be in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
That's where we're going to be. But anyway, you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram.
At Semi-Casual Show.
And then also remember that wintertime is getting kind of close. And so if you don't have a semi-casual hoodie to keep you warm, I'd recommend going to semicasual.com and checking out.
Semicasualshow.com.
I was like, is he going to catch it? Nope, I don't know.
That's it. We're gonna go because we got more work to do before we leave in the morning.